However, the organism with one of the most incredible abilities to regenerate is the Planarian. This worm's regenerative capabilities have been known for hundreds of years, and today, modern molecular biology techniques are turning this old favorite into a powerful new model for understanding the potential of stem cells. Planarians are free-living flatworms and are related to parasitic flatworms like the liver fluke and the tapeworm. They are found throughout the world in wet environments. They range in size from 3 to 12 millimeters and are scavengers, feeding on the decaying remains of animals and plants. Dr. Alejandro Sanchez Alvarado, an HHMI investigator at the University of Utah, describes some of the Planarians' physiology.
And Planarians derive their name from the fact that they're fairly flat. Planum mean flat, and hence Planarians. And the reason why they're interesting is because these are perhaps the simplest organisms that display a centralized nervous system. So the central nervous system is composed of two lobes that look like a horseshoe shape around this area right here, and those two are connected to ventral cords that send projections all the way down to the very tip of the animal, and this is how the brain basically controls the motion and musculature of these animals. This dark gray area right here is part of the gastrovascular system. This little thing right here is a muscular pharynx, which actually comes out from the ventral surface, from the belly of the animal out, and is used to impale, literally impale food and suck it back in. Now, Planarians are funny because they don't have a mouth, so they only have a single opening to their body, and it's through this pharynx. So the food enters through the pharynx, it is digested, and whatever is not digested and is not dumped into the rest of the animal comes back out through the same pharynx. So it's an organ that serves two functions. These two cartoon-looking cockeye eyes right here actually are the photoreceptors of these Planarians, or also known as eye spots. And what these eye spots can do is detect light. And Planarians don't like light. They're phototactically negative, so whenever they see light, they'll just run away from the light and they'll hide somewhere. And this is perhaps, the prototypic Darwinian eye, which consists of a light-sensing organ and a pigment cup organ that allows for the light to be handled by the organism.
But what makes a Planarian so exceptional at regeneration is its ability to rapidly grow even very small body pieces into completely formed worms. Unlike the cells of most animals, most of the cells in a Planarian's body can act like stem cells. If you cut a Planarian in half between its head and tail, the tail half grows a head, and the head half grows a tail. If you cut it lengthwise, the two halves grow new second halves. You can even bisect just the head between the two eye-like photoreceptors, and you will end up with a worm with two heads. This process can be taken to incredible extremes. Dr. Sanchez Alvarado describes the Planarian's ability to regenerate.
So you can take a Planarian and slice it into 8 fragments, okay? And each fragment will go on and regenerate a complete animal. That would be like saying that, you can cut your ear off and then a new you will arise from that ear. Well, Planarians can do that. We can't, but Planarians can do that. Morgan in 1898 demonstrated that you can take a fragment that's 1/279th the size of the original animal, and that tiny little fragment from the flank of the animal will be capable of restoring all of the missing parts and produce a complete and properly shaped organism. And it does this in about a week or so. And so that just gives you an idea of how plastic these animals are.
Thomas Hunt Morgan investigated the Planarian's regenerative powers at the turn of the 20th century. Even before Morgan, Charles Darwin wrote about Planarians he found during his voyage on the Beagle, describing their abilities and illustrating their anatomy. What new information has modern-day biology been able to uncover about Planarian stem cells and regeneration? And what do these findings tell us about the human capacity for regeneration?